I'm back. And surprisingly hangover free. So I think this would be a great time to talk about my videos yesterday night that I removed. I didn't actually watch them back. I just know I was dancing, and then just like sharing my love for Peru. That's the truth. So I'm just saying. And then oh, some motivation or whatever. So I don't know. Okay. So anyways, if you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you didn't. But whoever was supposed to see it, I guess you saw it. Anyways, so last night I had champagne, and I actually don't drink that often anymore, which is good. But I am a lightweight, okay? So I am definitely a lightweight. So anyway, so I had champagne because I'm celebrating something, but I'm not gonna share it publicly now. But anyways, and yeah, so really it is a miracle that I don't have a hangover. This morning, yes, but then what I did was I just called upon my spirit team. I also made a decision that I'm gonna take a break from alcohol again, right? And I prefer plant medicine or plant-based, whatever. I just prefer it because I just don't like, even if I have like one glass of wine, my body is typically like really healthy, so I can feel the difference. And it also does lower your vibration and stuff. So for me, there's not gonna be any gateways for the ops. That's all I'll say. So yeah, so I just quit again. And like when I do, sometimes it's like for a month, sometimes it's for 2 years. I mean, so but yeah, I just want to feel healthy all the time and stuff like that. So yeah, and I think what made me feel even worse was that I got this big bag of Doritos just randomly, and yeah, just I don't know. No shade if you like Doritos. I mean, I did last night, but but it always makes me just feel worse or whatever. So anyways, the reason why I'm saying all that is because I am fucking flawed, and so are you. And it's called being a human, right? And actually I had this idea because I used to always feel shame, like, oh my God, I posted this or I did this, or oh my God, and now I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody gonna shame me. I don't care. I was there. I know what I did. Like, I don't, like, that's the thing. Like, I'm a person that's lived like a million lives in one. And I've made so many mistakes in my life over the years. And I mean, like, big things and small things and stuff. But I own it because it's like, who gives a fuck? And I realized, and this is also part of confidence, it's not that you're perfect. It's that you are fine being imperfect. You're fine if people know your flaws. And you just realize like other people can judge me. I'm not going to judge myself. I'm just going to make different choices and just be like, all right, you know what? That was too much. Let's take a break and stuff like that, but not in a way of shame. And I think that if you maybe went out or something, or maybe you're like, oh no, like I have this hangover, I did this or I did that, or oh my God, I said this or I did this, like, stop beating yourself up, because your inner child hears and knows all the feelings, all the things that you say about yourself. Self-love is like, all right, it's a new day. Okay, what am I gonna do today that's different, And I think that, I think that this tapping meditation will help a lot of people. And it actually came to me because of this, because of how I used to always feel like shame and like, oh my God, what are people gonna think of me? I don't give a fuck, okay? And I want you to not give a fuck either, so. I said that a little too enthusiastic, but anyways, and I keep it back. Okay, anyways. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do tapping meditation, and I'm gonna title this Removing Shame and the Fear of Judgment. Okay, so real quick, these are the points. Well, we're gonna start with the eyebrows. Okay, so first what you're gonna do is we're gonna do the karate chop, okay? Gonna karate chop that shame. And by the way, if people judge you or you got haters, it means that you're obviously important, or they're intimidated, or you're doing something that they wish they could do but they never had the courage, or they've never lived in your shoes, which would pretty much be everybody. No one's lived in your shoes. And a lot of times that just comes from their own insecurities and issues. So like, pay it no mind. Just view it like, oh, you must love me. I'm flattered. Thank you. Keep judging me. Keep talking shit about me. Keep thinking things about me. Keep saying things about me, because I must be very important. I must be very beautiful, very radiant, very intimidating, very confident, very talented, very amazing, that I am a topic of discussion. So remember that. So whenever people do that, just know that it's their own inadequacy inside that they feel, okay? And then start looking at it as their fans, that you're popular, that you're amazing, and you're so threatening that they have to judge you or try to put you down or belittle you or do it behind your back or whatever. Because most people that do that, they're cowards, so they won't say it to your face. Or they're blocked, in my case, so they can't say it to my face. But, okay, anyways, here we go. I've done enough karate chopping, so we're gonna do the karate chop. Then what we're gonna do is the eyebrow, the side of the eye, under eye, I should just look down here, okay. Under the nose, the chin, we're gonna do the collarbone, we're gonna do under the arms, and then the top of the head. Okay, so there's a lot of puff, but just know it's just like the top of the head. Okay, here we go. Okay, start with the karate chop. Even though I felt shame about my past, even though I've made mistakes I can't take back, even though I know some people have seen my imperfections, especially on social media, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, one more, karate chop. Even though some may judge me, even though the haters may hate, even though their opinions try to linger in my mind, I choose to honor my growth, my strength, and my journey. Okay, let's go through the points. Here we go. Hold on, let me scroll up because I have okay, here we go. Eyebrow. I release the shame I've carried in silence. I release the fear of being judged for who I was in my past or who I am today. I accept that I am human. Everyone is. I am allowed to be imperfect. Even if others watch me fall, I am still standing and I always get back up. I forgive myself for everything I've held against me. Collarbone. I let go of their voices, their opinions, and their projections. Okay, we're gonna do underarm. My story does not belong to them. My life is mine. Top of the head. I choose right now to reclaim my power, even in the face of judgment. Okay, now we're gonna go and do the second round, eyebrow. Everyone has moments they aren't proud of. Everyone. Me maybe a bit more than usual, but more than most. Okay. My healing is more powerful than their opinions. I no longer carry shame for evolving in public. Under nose. I am not here to be perfect. I am here to be real. The people who truly see me will still love me. The rest were never meant to stay and don't matter. I am not defined by any moment. I am defined by my courage and my authenticity. Top of the head. I choose freedom. I choose self-forgiveness. I choose to rise. And then we're gonna do one last one in the karate chop. This will be the closing one. I am allowed to be seen even when I'm not polished. I am allowed to grow even after setbacks. I release shame, I release fear, and I step fully into my light. I am safe to be all of me, okay? And we even have a minute left, so let me say something. I know that it's very difficult. I think the fear of judgment is something that's really difficult to get over. That's something that I definitely had also growing up in the church, not trying to knock the church, but yeah, just in certain churches, I really had this fear of judgment, right? And yeah, and it's interesting because it's like if people already tarnish your name or your reputation or like they lose access to you, so they go and they talk shit about you or say lies or spread things, that just says everything about them, right? And so I stopped internalizing the opinions of others, and I started to realize, like, no, some people just are jealous. Some people just are haters. Some people just, like, either they, or they just see things, like, through the lens of, like, what they would have done, but they've never lived your life, or they probably wouldn't have survived it. So don't judge yourself, and don't let other people judge you. And if they do, get the fuck away from them. Okay, have a good day. That's it.